I just finished watching Hacksaw Ridge, and that's a new favorite movie, and I enjoyed Andrew Garfield's performances so much. I just immediately searched up, what other Andrew Garfield movies are awesome? And I discovered this gem, starring, of course, Andrew Garfield, Jesse Eisenberg, directed by David Fincher, written screenplay anyway by Aaron Sorkin? Are you kidding me? I don't know why I said that so weird. I did not realize there was so much talent involved in making this film. So yes, it is time to stop ignoring this film and finally watch The Social Network. Hi, I'm Chris. Welcome to Casual Nerd Reactions, and I'm glad you're here. I want to thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoy it. If you do, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. I release a couple videos every week. There's a lot of great reactions on my channel. And if you'd like to take your support to the next level, you can check me out on Patreon, where there's polls, Patreon exclusives, 2 weeks early access to my YouTube releases, and full-length reactions to every video on my channel. If you want to watch the whole movie with me, you can do that over on Patreon. But of course, the best way to support the channel is to simply watch these videos. So I want to thank you for doing that. Let's do it together. Let's experience The Social Network for the very first time.
How do you distinguish yourself in a population of people who all got 1600 on their SATs? Row crew or invent a $25 PC?
Or you get into a final club?
Or I get into a final club?
Which is the easiest to get into?
That's a good question.
Why would you ask me that?
I was just asking.
Oh, he feels offended. He's insulted.
You think that that's the one where I'll have the best chance?
Wow.
The one that's the easiest to get into would be the one where anybody has the best chance.
That.
I was honestly just asking, okay?
She's just asking a question. Oh no.
You're obsessed with finals club.
Final clubs, not finals clubs.
Who cares,
There's a
dude?
difference between being obsessed and being motivated.
Yes.
She was clearly saying you are obsessed. She knows the difference.
I think you might want to be a little more supportive.
Wow.
If I get in, I will be taking you to the events and the gatherings, and you'll be meeting a lot of people you wouldn't normally get to meet.
Whoa.
We're not dating anymore, I'm sorry.
Is this a joke? Is this real?
Yes.
Okay, then wait, I apologize, okay?
I have to go study.
Erica?
Yeah.
Do you even know what you're apologizing for?
You don't have to study.
Why do you keep saying I don't have to
Because
study?
you go to BU.
Wow.
Want to get some food?
No.
You're gonna go through life thinking that girls don't like you because you're a nerd. And I want you to know from the bottom of my heart that that won't be true. It'll be because you're an
Good for her. Whoa. There is a sense of urgency and with this music, as well as just the way everything is blending into the background, all the noises, the violin, the bicycle. It's so cool how they're working all of this in just a incredible bed of sound. Harvard University, fall 2003. Did you have a live journal? I definitely had a live journal, then a Zynga, then a MySpace, finally a Facebook. Now I'm
Erica Albright's
not on any of it.
Do you think that's because her family changed their name from Albrecht? Or do you think it's because all BU girls are...
Whoa! She was right. You are kind of a... Holy crap.
The truth is, she has a nice face.
He's like rage posting about her. What the heck, dude?
Billy Olsen's sitting here and had the idea of putting some of the pictures next to pictures of farm animals and have people vote on who's hotter.
That's so mean.
Yeah, it's on. I'm not going to do the farm animals, but I like the idea of comparing two
Good.
people together. It gives the whole thing a very Turing
That would've
feel,
been too
since
much.
Carver doesn't keep a public centralized Facebook, so I'm going to have to get all the images from the individual houses that people are in. Let the hacking begin.
Wow. How fast is he going to be able to get this published?
Lowell has some security. They require a username password combo, and I'm going to go ahead and say they don't have access to the main FAS user database, so they have no way of detecting an intrusion. Done.
You and Erica split up.
How did you know that?
It's on your blog.
Obviously.
I need the algorithm used to rank chess players.
Are you okay?
We're ranking girls.
Facemash.
Give each girl a base rating of 1400. At any given time, girl A has a rating RA and girl B has a rating. Who are you gonna send it to?
Just a couple of people. The question is, who are they going to send it to?
Everybody. Crazy. In one night.
Right or left?
That's all it took for this thing to... How long?
This is my roommate.
I was gonna say, how long before the girls start recognizing what's happening?
This is
It's kind of screwed up, honestly.
He blogged about you. You don't want to read.
No, you don't. Sorry, Erica.
Well, there's a very unusual amount of traffic to the switch at
Oh
Kirkland.
no.
You're saying it's unusual for 4 in the morning?
No, this would be
Unusual.
unusual for halftime at the Secret
Wow. They crashed the network.
Back at the bar with Erica Albright, she said all that? That I said that stuff to her.
I was reading from the transcript of her deposition.
Why would you even need to depose her?
You did spend an awful lot of time embarrassing Mr. Zuckerberg with the girl's testimony from the bar.
I'm not embarrassed, she just made a lot of that up.
The site got 2,200 hits within 2 hours.
1,000.
Wow. That's a lot more.
He set up the whole website in one night. He did it while he was drunk.
Truly
22,000.
crazy.
This is our guy.
You're being accused of intentionally breaching security, violating copyrights.
I've already apologized in the Crimson to any women at Harvard who may have been insulted, as I take it that they were. As for any charges stemming from the breach of security, I believe I deserve some recognition from this board.
Wow. He wants recognition when he's being admonished?
I believe I pointed out some pretty gaping holes in your system.
Excuse me, may I?
Yes.
The ego is just so masterful.
The first few pages are reserved for hardware. And I see we have our first surrender.
One valid bit, one modified bit, one reference bit, 5 permission bits.
Yeah, he wants to make it real clear. He's not leaving
That is correct.
for lack of understanding. Is he offended by the note? I guess he has emotions. It's good to know.
It's called the Harvard Connection. You create your own page, interest, bio, friends.
Yeah, how is that different from MySpace or Friendster?
Harvard.edu. Not to put anything in delicately.
Girls want to go with guys who go to Harvard.
Any difference between what we're talking about and MySpace or Friendster or any of those other social networking sites?
Is exclusivity.
Yeah. Oh, so this is the actual seed of Facebook. It's not even his idea.
This could help rehabilitate your image.
Wow. You would do that for me.
I just don't know how to take him.
We'd like to work with you.
I don't think anyone does.
I'm in.
When did you come to Eduardo with the idea for Facebook?
It was called The Facebook then.
This doesn't need to be that difficult.
I said I'd help.
When did you approach Mr. Savrin with the idea for the Facebook?
Oh, interesting.
At a party at Alpha Epsilon Pi. I'm not talking about a dating site. I'm talking about taking the entire social experience of college and putting it online.
It would be exclusive. I told him I thought it sounded great. I wondered why he was coming to me and not his roommates, Dustin Moskovitz and Chris Hughes. They were programmers.
We're gonna need a little startup cash to rent the servers and get it online.
He needs you to bankroll it.
We'll split it, 70-30. 70 for me, 30 for you for putting up the $1,000 and for handling everything on the business end, your CFO. It probably was a diversity thing. What are you suggesting? They're suggesting I was jealous of Eduardo for getting punched by the Phoenix and began a plan to screw him out of a company I hadn't even invented yet.
Were you?
You know that money isn't a big part of my life, but at the moment I could buy Mount Auburn Street, take the Phoenix Club, and turn it into my ping pong.
Yeah, I don't think his motivation was jealousy. I just think he can't help himself from speaking his mind.
Were you aware that while Mr. Zuckerberg was building the Facebook, he was also communicating with the plaintiffs?
Not at the time, I wasn't, but it really didn't have much to do with the Winklevoss's dating site.
How would you know? You weren't even there.
I love that this is kind of framed in these court cases.
For Mark Zuckerberg to Cameron Winklevoss, December 1st, 2003. Sorry I was unreachable tonight.
Also really busy tomorrow. Okay, anybody else feel like there's something up with this guy?
Yeah, he's definitely putting y'all off.
I won't really be free to meet until next Wednesday afternoon.
I have to cancel Wednesday
Wow.
afternoon. I've basically been in the lab this whole time.
I don't understand why he's playing them like this.
39 days after Mr. Zuckerberg's initial meeting with my clients, and he still hadn't completed work on Harvard Connection. But on January 11th, Mr. Zuckerberg registered the domain name
The Facebook.
You had 42 days to study your system and get out ahead.
Do you see any of your code on Facebook?
Mark,
Did I use any of your code?
You stole our whole idea.
Match.com for
can I
Harvard.
continue with...
He definitely shifted the idea.
There is a girl in your art history class. Her name is Stephanie Addis. Do you happen to know if she has a boyfriend? If not, do you happen to know if she's looking to go out with anyone?
People don't walk around with a sign on them that says them.
Idea! Ding, ding, ding! This is wildly entertaining.
This is what drives life at college. Are you having sex or aren't you? It's why people take certain classes and sit where they sit and do what they do. That's what the Facebook is going to be about.
But now with the inclusion of this, are you
It's ready.
It's ready?
Yeah.
Right now?
slightly closer to infringing on their idea?
Get your laptop out.
Why do we need my laptop?
Because you got emails for everybody at the Phoenix.
Is that a misuse of...
I'm not sure if it's gonna be cool of them that I've spammed their
This is
email.
not spam.
It's kind of spam.
Honey, you should put your laptop away.
7 different people spam me the same link.
Casey?
What is it? I don't know. Ew.
What?
So I don't know, the fact that he like, immediately recognized it as a ripoff of his idea is telling.
Mark Zuckerberg? He stole our website.
You must have a harvard.edu address to register. That's right, yes, sir.
That element is definitely their idea, for sure.
I'm sure you're right. He's a good guy, and he's very bright, and I'm sure he didn't mean to do what he did.
I mean, he definitely meant to do what he did. I don't know that in his mind he sees it as stealing your idea.
This is Harvard, where you don't plant stories, and you don't sue people.
You were aware that my clients had money. Why, if you needed $1,000 for an internet venture, you didn't ask my client?
I went to my friend for the money because that's who I wanted to be partners with.
Mr. Savrin, what happened after the initial launch?
It exploded.
Is that Mark Zuckerberg?
They can save me 1K.
He made the Facebook.
It's true, yeah.
Facebook me when you get home. Yeah, maybe we can all go and grab a drink.
Certainly.
He's obviously gonna say yes.
I could swear he was looking at you when he said the next Bill Gates could be right in this room.
I doubt it.
And I showed up late. I don't even know who the speaker was.
It's Bill Gates.
Wow. You go to Harvard, you should know that.
You moron? Medically stupid?
I said it's time to monetize the site. What does that mean?
Yeah, that's not his priority, probably.
The Facebook is cool, and if we start installing pop-ups for Mountain Dew, it's not going to be cool.
Mountain Dew, but at some point, and I'm talking as the business end of the company, the site.
We don't even know what it is yet.
Mark, what is this?
What?
This.
It's called a cease and desist letter.
Or saying that you stole their idea. Did we?
Did we what?
Don't screw around with me now.
You kinda did.
This is from a lawyer, Mark. They must feel they have some ground.
The lawyer is their father's house counsel.
Still.
Do they have grounds?
The grounds are our thing is cool and popular, and Harvard connection is lame.
If there's ever anything wrong, you can tell me. I'm the guy that wants to help. This is our thing.
Yeah, you
Now,
gotta work together.
Is there anything that you need to tell me? No.
Were you leading them on for 6 weeks?
No.
Then why didn't you raise any of these concerns before?
It's raining.
Do I have your full attention?
I don't know if anyone ever has his full attention.
Do you think I deserve your full
He's gonna
attention?
answer honestly.
I think if your clients want to sit on my shoulders and call themselves tall, they have a right to give it a try, but there's no requirement that I enjoy sitting here listening to people lie. You have part of my attention. You have the minimum amount.
He can't help himself. I'm floored.
We are expanding to Yale and Columbia. Dustin, I want you to share the coding work with me. Chris, you're going to be in charge of publicity and outreach, and you could start by getting a story in the BU student newspapers. Any questions?
Who are the girls? Christy and Alice. Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Is there anything we can do?
No.
You must really hate the Winklevosses.
I don't hate anybody. The Winklevi aren't suing me for intellectual property theft. They are suing me because for the first time in their lives, things didn't work out the way they were supposed to for them.
His perspective is fascinating. Whether it's right or not, whether you agree or not, it's quite interesting.
He's violated Massachusetts state law. When he goes to Connecticut, New York, and California, he'll have violated federal law.
Harvard Student Handbook. Every freshman is issued one of these, and somewhere in this book it says you can't steal from another student.
Okay. Wake up.
Sorry.
You're not that sorry.
I founded Napster.
Sean Parker founded Napster.
Nice to meet you.
Now he's learning about the Facebook. He wants in?
Mark Zuckerberg.
We came up with an idea for a website called Harvard Connection, and Mark Zuckerberg stole that idea.
I understand. And I'm asking what you want me to do about it.
Right.
In the Harvard Student Handbook, which is distributed to each freshman, under the heading Standards of Conduct.
You know, sitting here, this doesn't feel as effective a strategy as it did before they sat down.
And
yes, sir.
Punch me in the face. Go ahead.
Wow. Oh, he's not interested. You guys should just leave.
This office doesn't handle petty larceny.
This isn't petty larceny. This idea is potentially worth millions of dollars.
Millions?
Yes.
You might just be letting your imaginations run away with you.
Oh, it's definitely worth billions.
I had set up some meetings with potential advertisers.
How did you feel the meetings went?
They went terribly.
Oh,
Why?
Mark was asleep.
I was not asleep.
I wish he'd been asleep. 91% of people.
What are you doing, Mark?
Now, if you allow me.
Excuse me 1 second. What sound is he making? Is that like a tisk?
Almost a gag reflex.
The purpose of a business is to make a profit.
It isn't a business yet.
That's tough for me, because my job.
Yeah.
Never mind.
He's like, 30% of nothing isn't very much.
He's 25 minutes late.
I think we're just jealous.
I honestly wasn't jealous.
Why?
He crashed out of 2 pretty big internet companies in spectacular fashion. He's had a reputation with drugs.
He also founded the companies.
We don't need him. What do you like to drink?
An appletini.
Great. 4 of those. From that point on, it was a Sean-a-thon.
I really like the style of exposition, cutting back and forth between the courtroom and the events.
Tell me about your progress.
Well, we're in 29 schools now. We got over 75,000 members.
Tell me about the strategy you're using.
Okay. For instance, we wanted Baylor.
Yeah, Mark and Sean clearly speak the same language. Eduardo does not connect.
I say it's time to start making money from the Facebook, but Mark doesn't want to advertise you. Who's right?
Facebook is cool. That's what it's got going for it.
Yeah.
You don't want to ruin it with ads because ads aren't cool.
Exactly.
You don't even know what the thing is yet.
Exactly.
How big it can get, how far it can go. $1 million isn't cool. You know what's cool? You.
Wow. The tension.
$1 billion. He owned Mark after that dinner.
Yeah, he did.
He was gone, but not before he made his biggest contribution to the company.
Drop the.
Drop the.
Yes!
Just Facebook. It's cleaner.
That was a big contribution, honestly.
We're gonna need more money, Eduardo.
Yeah, no, I agree. More servers, more help.
I'm interviewing 2 interns to come to Palo Alto, and we're gonna have to pay them something.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, what? When did you decide to go to California for the summer?
You mean when did I actually decide?
Somewhere in the middle of the Sean Parker variety.
Also, like, how long is he supposed to continue putting up money when you're not making any in return?
Why did you put $18,000 in an account for his use?
I figured we were partners. I figured Mark, Dustin, and the new interns could work on the site while I was generating advertiser interest in New York.
Oh! Not great.
Right across the street, we saw the chimney.
Yeah.
Is anybody hurt?
You live across the street.
What are the odds? I'm gonna be honest, I just assumed Sean was behind the zipline.
Where's Eduardo?
He got an internship in New York.
Eduardo didn't come out.
Uh-oh.
This is our time. This time, you're gonna hand him a business card that says, "I'm CEO." That's what I want for you. He's in New York, sucking up to ad execs. He's got an internship.
I personally, I don't know if it's because it's Andrew Garfield or because it's just the way I think. Like, I'm with Andrew Garfield. It makes more practical sense to me. But, I mean, Sean's probably right.
I'll put you on 2 continents.
Wow.
I think you should definitely come and live with us.
Oh, boy.
Let's line up some shots. Excuse me.
How long before he gets a large percentage of the company? I don't know. Henley Royal Regatta. Woo! They got that photo finished. Dang. They're just taking L's left and right. They can't win.
I just had a phone chat with my daughter. She told me that she and her friends were already talking about the race, which they'd just seen via their computers. New website called Facebook.
Wow, oh, that stings. Salt in the wound.
They have Facebook at Cambridge.
And apparently Oxford and the London School of Economics. That's where her friends are.
That's awesome.
Oh, no. I mean, it is awesome for somebody, just not for you 3.
Let's take the considerable resources at our disposal and sue him in federal court.
Come on.
I need a real drink.
Yeah, you need a real drink and a real lawsuit.
Let's gut the friggin' nerve.
All right, good luck. I don't know how this lawsuit plays out, but good luck. I mean, I feel like you at least have a chance. Hey, Eduardo's here. Wonderful.
I'm gonna call you back.
Not pleased to see Sean Parker.
Mark was supposed to pick me up at the airport an hour ago. I've been calling his cell.
Yikes.
He was on a 36-hour coding tear, so he took a nap.
Happened here.
Not happened.
Happening.
Happening.
Oh, jeez.
Next big thing.
This is not the type of operation he intended to bankroll.
You gotta see some of the new stuff we got. Hey, Dustin.
Immediately, he's
show 'em the
so
wall. I'm just calling it the
focused.
Forget the wall. Tell him about the meeting I've got set up.
Why is he setting up meetings?
You've had a long flight.
No, had a long wait on the tarmac at JFK, then a long wait to the passenger loading and unloading zone at SFO, and in between there was a long flight.
Yeah, you can't blame him for being mad.
You're just a small step away from bagging Snooki's cookies. I can feel it.
They've set this up so well. Like, this tension is palpable.
How's the internship? I quit the internship. We talked about this on the phone.
Oh.
I quit on my first day.
Bro, you gotta remember important deets about the people in your life.
I'm afraid if you don't come out here, you're gonna get left behind.
Oh, no, yeah.
I need you
Yeah,
out here.
Eduardo and Sean are two.
Sean is not part of this company.
We have over 300,000 members, Eduardo, and we're in 160
I'm aware of
schools,
that.
and we need more money, and he set up the teal meeting. He set up meetings all over town.
I'm in New York riding subways 14 hours a day trying to find
And
advertisers.
how's it going so far?
What did you mean, get left behind? I'd like to freeze this bank account and cancel all existing checks and lines of credit.
Oh, he's done.
We're cool.
My hairs, you can't tell probably, my hairs are standing up.
Congratulations. We're going to start you off with a $500,000 investment.
Wow, okay.
Maurice is
That's
gonna
incredible.
talk to you about some corporate restructuring.
As Eduardo's washing his hands of them, they don't need him anymore. But he still owns 30% of the company.
When did you get back?
I got back this afternoon.
And when were you gonna call me?
Oh, she mad.
Or answer one of my 47 texts? Did you know I sent 47 texts?
I did.
Why does your status say single on your Facebook page?
What? I was single when I set up the page.
And you just never bothered to change it?
Oh, yeah, that's
What?
a thing now.
I don't know how.
I 100% believe it.
Your phone does work. It's Mark.
You froze the account.
I had to get your attention, Mark.
Do you realize that you jeopardized the entire company?
Users are signal. Friendster has proved that.
Oh, man. Ah, she's setting the scarf on fire. This whole scene is on fire.
The other dominoes go. Don't you get that? I am not going back to the Caribbean night at AE Pie. What's wrong with you?
I think she's breaking up with you, bro.
I am willing to let bygones
Be bygones because, Eduardo, I've got some good news.
Is it wrong that I'm still rooting for them to work out as friends? Like, come on. It's like a turning point. Like, things are looking up, except for the fact we know about this massive lawsuit.
You're going back there already?
Yes.
Was that not her breaking up with him?
And also, I'm breaking up with you.
Good call. After that display. Yikes.
How many shares of stock will I own?
34.4% ownership share.
Okay.
Why the increase from the original 30%?
Because you may need to dilute it to award shares to new investors.
I love working with business majors. Sean Parker, 6.47%. Like to use my pen?
And when you signed these documents, were you aware that you were signing your own death certificate?
No.
It didn't sound like it from what they described.
It was insanely stupid of me not to have my own lawyers look over all the... In all honesty, I thought they were my lawyers.
Oh, wow. They screwed him.
I was your only friend.
This is what happens when you prioritize Facebook friends over genuine friends.
They're gonna pitch you. Case Equity is going to pitch you. They're gonna beg you to take their money. And then you say, Sean Parker says...
Wait, they're here for one purpose and one purpose only. So Sean Parker can get a satisfying moment of revenge? That is incredibly asinine. That is absolutely juvenile.
In late November, I got the email from Mark telling me to come out for the millionth member party.
Satisfying for them, right?
Kind of revenge stunt on Case Equity.
Yep.
And that Manningham was so impressed that he was now making an investment offer that was hard to turn down.
Dang! Hey, it worked out for him.
I didn't know whether to dress for the party or for the business meeting, but it didn't matter.
Why not?
Because I wasn't called out there for either one.
Gosh. I can't breathe. The air just like got sucked out of the room and it hasn't even happened yet.
Well, as you know, we had some new investors that have come
What
in.
is this? Mark!
He's wired in.
Yeah.
Sorry? He's wired
Who
in.
cares?
Yes.
Woo! He's out now. Oh my gosh.
You issued 24 million new shares of stock.
Oh.
You were told that if new investors
How
came
much
along...
were your shares diluted? How much were his?
Oh my gosh. No! They'd completely
What was Mr. Moskowitz's ownership share diluted down
destroyed
to?
him. Oh my
It wasn't.
gosh.
And what was your ownership share diluted down to?
0.03%.
Oh my gosh.
You signed the papers. You set me up. You're gonna blame me because you were the business head of the company.
He's gonna blame you because you screwed him over. What the heck?
You're not a part of Facebook.
My name's on the masthead.
You might want to check again.
Tell me this isn't about me getting into the Phoenix.
Wow. Who does to say what it's about? I can't say. I don't know.
You better lawyer up.
Wow.
Because I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for everything.
Wow, 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 wow. The performance is what's selling it for me. He's obviously not gonna get everything.
Here's your $19,000. I wouldn't cash it, though. I drew it on the account you froze. That's it. That's our show for tonight,
Carry
people.
on. Mark, do you feel bad at least?
He didn't have to be that
Good for you,
rough on
Mark.
He almost killed it.
Ashley.
The intern.
Yeah. I know who she is. Are you guys?
Ashley? Me? No. Well, a little bit.
These came in for you.
Put them on my desk.
Congratulations. He doesn't care. I'm hugging you anyway.
CD?
What up, me?
You don't just go to a party anymore. You go to a party with a digital camera, and then your friends relive the party online.
You can't shut down a Facebook party. Maybe they can't.
It's the cops. I can tell them to turn the music down.
Uh-oh, evidence.
21,
21. I'm 21.
Lying only makes it worse.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have lied.
Something's happened.
Interns.
It was just a party.
Yikes, yikes, yikes. You should get rid of those.
What happens now?
Pay them. In the scheme of things,
Yeah,
it's a speeding
for
ticket.
sure. That's accurate.
Do you think anybody would mind if I stayed and used the computer for a minute?
Wow, and he's gonna look up the girl he started the film with. Man, that hit me in the feels. I don't even know why, really. I don't know what I'm rooting for there. Like, maybe it'll all work out for him and Erica. I don't know. Cameron and Tyler received a settlement of $65 million and signed an NDA. Eduardo received an unknown settlement fair. His name has been restored to the Facebook masthead as co-founder. Oh, that's awesome. Rightly so, rightly so. I had a great time watching that film. I am so glad I decided to watch this today. The way they told the story was the most interesting part for me, just all the back and forth. For me, like, I feel like it blurs the line between fact and fiction, right? Like, we're hearing the story as it's told through all this testimony. So we don't actually know what happened, which is, I feel like, a unique way to tell the story, a unique way to present the exposition, and it was just a unique mechanism to just tell the story, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. The performances were fire. My hair was standing on edge during those final moments, during Andrew Garfield's speech and that scene. He smashed the computer. Woo, woo. It was a phenomenal film, and I am left kind of like, I don't even really know what took place. I don't really even know what happened. But you know, it doesn't really matter. That's life, right? We only hear bits and pieces of testimony and stuff that happened, and then we form opinions based on what we hear, and everything's jaded or colored through a specific lens, and we all have different perspectives. I'm sure at various points we were probably watching different movies because we perceived things differently, and that's okay. That's life. We do see things differently, and that's interesting. It's so interesting to me. I do want to thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this reaction, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Not only do you guarantee that you'll see future content, but it really does help the channel, and I'm so grateful that you're here watching this today. And here's some other videos that you might enjoy. Feel free to check them out, and I'll see you in the next one.